Okay, so we've at least got that reminder there. I like that idea. You would like that trailer. Ooh, let's see what our boss looks like. Oh, cool. Look at him. I don't know. These things create friction. Go no further. Alright guys, it's boss time. I think save points like Undertale will work. Could just put the save statues in the dungeon. Yeah, I think having a physical reminder for the player to save. Oh yeah, look at that. That moved way quicker because he's 1500 health. Dire Slash, coming in clutch, Fireball, Smoke Bomb, Holy Smite. Yeah, having a physical reminder for the player to save, and I suppose removing save, because I do like the idea though of that tension between save points, and the same way with bonfires, you feel that relief when you reach that bonfire. Am I doing it wrong? Why is the proc chance? Oh, got more minions. Also, I feel like the minions didn't even do anything. I feel like we've barely been attacked. Or is it because I used Smoke Bomb? Maybe Smoke Bomb's too OP. Oh, mage is disabled. Oof. We did it! Okay, we obviously need a bit more of a cinematic where the tree dies. Hey, it's me, Bill, from Arlet Games. We're here again, making a simple... We're using RPGMaker MV. For those of you that are new here, I'm making an RPG from start to finish, trying to keep it as simple as possible, he says. And yeah, to do many things, to build my community, to teach y'all how to use RPGMaker MV, to build my own skills, and, to make a game. Making games is awesome. Making games is lots of fun. Which, if you've seen any of my past streams, you'll, see the fun that I have. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, please like the video. Leave a comment. What comment should you leave? What's a memorable RPG boss fight? What's your most memorable RPG boss fight? Was it because the boss was like so friggin' hard? Was it because the mechanics that the boss had were really cool? Was it just the boss design? Was it just sick? Was it the story behind the boss fight? Let me know in the comments below. And also, please subscribe. If you subscribe, you will get notifications about all my future uploads, and you can continue to watch this journey if you're not already following along on Twitch. For those of you that are watching on Twitch, if you become a follower and fill out the link to the Google form that I've left in the comments, you can have your very own NPC in this game. So if that interests you, check that out. Guys, we've been cracking on with combat, and we've basically mapped out the first area, the Earth Temple. We've got our enemies, and things are working well enough. Balance-wise, we could probably tweak things a little bit. It's looking all right. And I have been saying that I want to just build all the normal enemies for each of the temples and then just kind of do a playthrough of the game, just fighting the normal enemies, just seeing if, level progression is working the way I've been thinking about it in my head. As I've been thinking about it more, I started coming up with some ideas for the first boss fight, what that boss would be, what some of the mechanics would be, and it made me want to make the boss. So we're going to dive into our very first boss fight. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. All right, let's have a look. I've been ignoring the chat. Sorry, guys. Silver, what are you doing in the voice chat all by yourself? I saw that. I saw that you were just hanging there, and then I was like, I'm about to start my stream. Otherwise, I would totally jump in and come hang out with you. I'm open to co-working or chatting or gaming. Yeah, guys, well, I have a Discord. You can find a link to it on my channel page. You can also find it whether that's on YouTube or on Twitch. And if you join the Discord, you can come hang out in the voice chat with Silver Doubloons, who is an incredible game dev, by the way. Who, yeah, Scrongly, Scrongly. Check it out. It's free and it's the best Beletro clone you will ever play. In fact, you know, I mean, to get the idea across, calling it a Beletro clone is sufficient, but you know, it's definitely its own thing. It's got its own cool spin on a lot of the mechanics. So yeah, definitely check that out. Silver, feel free to drop. I mean, we don't. Oh yeah, we got some people in the stream, but feel free to drop a link or whatever. But yeah, if you join the hi Sumpmulk. Yeah, if you join the Discord, until Silver Doubloons corrects his sleeping patterns, you can catch him hanging out in the chat. He's real fun to hang out with. He's a cool dude. Basically, everyone that's in my chat are cool people. I don't know what you're doing hanging out with me, but I appreciate your presence. The Master is the best boss fight of all time, and I will blast anyone who disagrees with a turbo plasma rifle. The Master. What game is that from? He was in there the other day too. Yeah, me, Coco, and Silver hung out for a bit. We had a really good time. Had some real good chats. Yeah, where's the Master from? I forgive my ignorance. I feel like hopefully you mentioned the game and I go, oh yeah, of course. The original Fallout. I have tried and failed to play the original Fallout games. My little monkey brain, I didn't have the patience for it. I realize I enjoy the power fantasy of games too much. So if I don't get that fairly immediately, or if I can't figure out how to get that immediately, kind of bounce off it, which is really stupid. But yeah, I actually haven't played through the original Fallout. Shame on me. But yeah, it's tough, especially the beginning. Pays off though, in my opinion, but I played it when it came out and have a lot of nostalgia for it. Yeah. I think, yeah, it's hard. It can be hard going back to older games that have, you know, a bit more friction, a bit, you know, not all the quality of life things that you would expect. You know, not saying that Fallout's like a badly designed game or anything like that. It's obviously, it's very, very good. Attention span just isn't what it used to be. But who knows, maybe one day I'll come back to it. I don't know, is the original Fallout classified as a CRPG? It kind of is, isn't it? Because like Baldur's Gate I always struggled with, but then Icewind Dale, something just clicked. 100% a CRPG. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I played Icewind Dale in my late teens, and something finally clicked. I think it was realizing, you know, that you can pause the combat and actually plan out your attacks. I loved that game. I didn't beat it either. I think I burnt out on it a little bit, but yeah, there's some really cool encounters that I carefully planned out and executed on those plans, and it was just very, very satisfying. Yeah, you know, I asked these questions. You know, what is your favorite boss fight? What's it? What's I don't even know. I haven't even thought of the answer to that question myself. Yeah, yeah. I'll come back to it. Or something will appear in my mind. But let's get into it. So probably something I should do in the future, for these future boss fights, is actually write down in my design document the things that I want to do. But I haven't done that for this boss that we're gonna face. But yeah, I've the ideas are pretty fresh in my mind. So at the moment, our placeholder Earth Temple boss is this bird thing. But what I actually want to do, so enemies, so I should just drop the boss here, right? Let's just call him Earth Boss. And we've got over 200 enemy sprites to choose from, but the one that I want, what's it called? It's an MZ one. Pretty sure it's an MZ one. Where are you? Oh. What is that? Medusa. I think it's an MZ one. It's gonna be this treant-y looking dude. There he is. Look at that guy. Hmm. Kind of more foresty looking. So the boss. So the ideas that I have for this boss is that there's going to be kind of phases. So different health thresholds will result in different attacks or different things that the boss does. So I'm thinking that the first the first round, the first, you know, the initial combat with the Earth boss is that he's actually going to summon minions. So it's going to be about dealing with multiple enemies. So yeah, and then maybe in the second phase, so I'm thinking maybe like 3 phases, you know, so kind of, you know, third health each kind of thing. So the first third, yeah, will be that he's summoning minions and maybe buffing them. That could be really annoying actually and tedious, but he's going to be summoning minions, right? So you're going to be dealing with multiple enemies at once. Then in the second phase, he'll stop summoning minions and instead use an ability that will, you know, like every 4 turns, a different party member will be under, like he'll wrap them in roots. So, you know, kind of crippling your party that way. And then in the third phase, I haven't thought that far. I don't know, maybe it's a combination of the two. He starts summoning enemies again and you know, tangles up 2 of your, or 1 of your party members. Which, you know, will be an interesting thing too, where this will be happening in the boss fight and you'll go, man, this is, well, I don't know, it might not be tough. We got to make it tough, but he might be yeah, might be what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, you might be saying, "Oh, wow, it's really hard to fight this boss with only 3 party members," and then, little do you know that at the end of this temple, you're gonna get rid of your one of your party members. So get used to that. I don't know. That was an interesting thought. So health wise, what have our enemies been so far? So do we want this to be like a long boss fight? What if he has 3,000 health, you know, and it's you got to do 1,000 health, 1,000 health, 1,000 health. Because we don't even know what kind of damage this is going to do. Because we want the stats to be level 3 kind of stats, right? So do I do, for the boss, do I do the highest stat of each enemy type? So he'll have 45 attack. 45 attack. Where's the highest agility? Wait, why? Why does the rogue have... Oh, the rogue has such high agility. Make it like the giant turtle in Final Fantasy that takes hours to beat. Yes. Super boss. It's not even a fun fight. It's just a test of your endurance. I don't know. We'll do 3,000 as a placeholder just to get a feel for you know, because you know, you got to think about, particularly with turn-based combat, the challenge can come. One of the challenges can come from, you know, it being a fight of endurance. Yeah, like, can you properly manage? You know, you've had all these fights that have ended in, you know, less than 10 turns, but now you've got a fight that's going to go for 100 turns. Do you know how to manage your resources properly throughout the battle to, yeah, to beat the boss? Yeah. But I feel like with the systems that I have in, and this will be good too, like a good stress test of the systems that I have in place, you know. Maybe these fights have been fun so far, but yeah, is it still fun when the fight goes for longer? You know, do you just get stuck in a routine of, um, use this skill, charge up the next turn, um, all this kind of stuff. Also, I don't think I went over it. I've changed some things. I made some little tweaks the other day. The guard attack, the guard skill used to be called charge, and it was just about you would block and you would regain half of your MP. But now I've changed it to focus, which I think we wanted to call it originally, but to me it didn't make sense mechanically. But now I do want to call it focus because what this state does, instead of just guarding and blocking half of your attacks, is the guard status actually raises your magic and physical evasion while it's active. And it's only active for 2 turns, so it'll be active for the turn that you use it and then the turn after. So it gives you a little bit, it's kind of like a dodge roll almost. But I feel like it makes sense calling it focus because you're like, one, you're kind of meditating a little bit, trying to concentrate your mana pools back up. But you're also like, I'm ready for any attack that comes towards me, That's how I feel about it. Anyway, so yeah, let's just for now give the boss the best stats of, although a high agility doesn't make a lot of sense for a big walking tree. So maybe we'll put that to 20. But the luck stat is going to be high. 45 defense. Gosh. And 45 attack and defense. MP. So it needs to have a bigger MP pool than who we've currently got. Well, 60 for Pickle Pierre. So maybe we'll just give him 100. So it'll take longer because we do have attacks, or we will attacks. We have one attack. The knight has the gut punch, aptly named by trailer. Oh, it's Coco. What's up, brother? Oh wait, I haven't even credited you. Named by trailer jury. Okay. Also, I realized that the knight's skill that is gifted to them from a party member, I had it set at the 3rd, 6th, and 9th skills, but I'm changing it to the 4th, 7th, and 10th because it makes more sense that the 4th ability that you get, because everyone else gets their 3, so you should get your 3, and then after the boss fight you get your 4th one. Hello, Scrongly Dev. Scrongly mentioned once again. Every day I go stronger. Yeah, so I added this third skill, which is multi-slash. So it's kind of based a little bit off of the Earth Knight's abilities. The Earth Knight had an attack that attacks three times randomly, and so the Knight gets that as well. The multi-slash, which attacks 4 times at random. So it could attack 1 enemy 4 times, it could attack 4 enemies once, 3 1, 2 2, yada yada. I've also added MP cost to the Knight and the Rogue skills, but I've made them minimal. So yeah, so there's this kind of balancing act where, and I also added a TP cost to the Mage and Cleric skills, but they're like reverse. So the Mage and the Cleric, they have low TP costs. Oops. What? Oh, what was that originally? Was that 7? That was 7. I need to be careful with my scrolling. And the Knight and the Rogue have high TP costs, but low MP costs. But they're still, you know, it's still drain. Like I want it so that for all the party members, whenever they're using skills, all of their resources are being drained, whether it's quickly or slowly. They're still all being drained so that you, because I was noticing that for the mage, you were kind of just casting your spells and only focusing on regenerating your MP, and TP was kind of doing nothing. So this kind of hopefully changes that a little bit. I mean, it's still essentially the same thing, but anyway, just some changes, just some things. But what I was saying is, yeah, you've got this ability that reduces the MP. So again, a strategy for tackling the boss is you can neuter his attacks, its attacks, by reducing its MP. But what does charge do for? It does 50% as well. So we could have the same thing for the boss. How much XP are we gonna get? 300? Kind of the threes here. I don't know. It's got to feel somewhat worthwhile. I feel like that's not a lot. Anyway. And should have the same sort of stats. So still going to be really weak to fire. Maybe not as strong of a weakness. So it's not too OP. Oh, can this go negative? No. I was gonna say if it goes negative, then if you get hit by earth spells, it would heal you. That would be cool. But you can't do that. And takes even less damage from water attacks. Yeah. So that's the earth boss. So we also want earth minion. And they're going to be weak. But how weak? You know, they're just going to be like a little distraction, right? Excuse me. Maybe 200 HP. And what kind of stats? It's got to be enough that, like, if you ignore them, you know, they're gonna chip away at you kind of thing. Do not watch the JJK movie. I thought you were watching Chainsaw Man. I thought you were watching Chainsaw Man. And I want the Earth minion to be, there's a little flowery dude, which I don't understand why we didn't make him an enemy in the first place. What is JJK? Brother, I watched CSM movie 3 weeks ago. Oh, you did? I thought you were saying you were going to watch it. This shows how much I care. How much I really listen to you. Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't think you saying Jujutsu Kaisen is going to make things any clearer for trailer. Ooh, so we could do this little guy. That would be kind of cute. Little mushroom dude as an enemy. We got... There's a plant. Ooh, mushroom. Another mushroom dude. Actually, I like the idea of the little mushroom dude. Because they look kind of weak too. So could we make them annoying and that they inflict poison? You know, is poison kind of the theme of the Earth Temple, you know? It does clear it up. It's an anime that young people watch. I watch anime. PJ is based on like Alok. Hey. Hey. Fair enough. And we'll copy this over. Okay. And yeah. Maybe magic defense. No, magic attack can stay. Magic defense will be low. Defense will be low. The 35 attack should still do some damage. Also, they need MP. 30 MP? Maybe 50. Half? Do we want them spamming a lot of skills? Maybe just 20? I'm down with the cool kids. Also, I realize I have to make a bunch of friggin' skills. Boss skills. This is not enough. This is not enough. Wait, what did I say in my design document? I'm breaking all my rules right now. Oh, hey, this is Silver Doubloons. I still haven't watched this video, but I've got it there queued up because I really want to see all the cancelled games. But yeah, that's strongly. Down with the cool kids, more like down with the sickness. Down with the sickness. Jump scare. What are you talking about? You're a handsome man. We love ourselves some bald bearded fellows, don't we, trailer? You should make an enemy that when it reaches below 50% HP, they change forms and have a different kit. Well, I reckon the Sky Temple boss could definitely do that where it changes like between different elements. So maybe not 50% HP, but like a different, like the Dio boss. Yeah. Old people unite. Twin. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That's a good idea, actually. I should make... Where's my bosses? This is my enemy stuff. Bosses. Sky Temple boss. Changes forms as HP gets lower. Elements. Because the Sky Temple enemies are gonna be like a mix. They're gonna use skills from the different the different elemental enemies. Sounds cool. You're smart than me then. You're smarter than me then. Um, it's just a yes and. You give the base idea and I build upon it, or make a lateral movement. I couldn't have come up with that had you not said anything. I need you, Coco. I need you. Yes, sand. I hate sand. It's coarse and gets everywhere. So Sky Temple boss changes forms. Cool. So we'll keep that in there. We'll make that note for later. What did I say about the bosses? One main boss, each with 3 unique... Oh, I have to make a mini boss too, actually. I should be making the mini boss. Let's, where are my enemies? Let's move down here. Oops. Copy and paste. This is going to be Earth mini boss. But we don't know what that's actually going to be yet. So we've got the Earth boss and the Earth... Wait, where'd he go? Oh, Earth minion. So what'd I say? 3 unique skills each. Oh, 12 skills total. There's 4 bosses. So the main boss... Okay, so a boss... I'm really restricting myself here. So the boss is only going to have 3 attacks. But that doesn't mean... So when I'm talking about, like, him summoning... So we need to make... Earth Temple mini boss, ETMB. And then ETB, Earth Temple boss. And we're gonna have this guy right up the back. And then we're gonna have... Is he just gonna keep summoning them? He summons 2 little... Look at this. Look at this. This already looks cool, right? But we make these appear halfway, so they don't start in the fight. But then conditions, enemy HP, Earth boss is 90% or below for the span of the battle. New enemy appear, Earth minion, Earth minion. So this is the thing. I could make it that he constantly summons them. But until you get him to that lower threshold. But maybe, we don't need to make it too complicated. Maybe we just make it that, yeah, as you get him down to 90%, he'll summon these guys, then you got to deal with them. So actually, if you don't deal with them in time and you get the boss's health down enough, he'll enter his second phase and you'll still have to deal with these 2 guys if you haven't killed them. So maybe I'll buff their health a bit more actually. Maybe we'll put that to 400. What's the highest? What's the cleric's? Cleric has 450. And that takes a while fighting the cleric. But the cleric also has higher defense. Whereas these guys don't have as high defense. But yeah, they should hopefully stay in the fight for a little while. So only 3 skills each. 1, 2, but I also don't have mini boss. See, this is what's annoying, right? Is you try to map out like how much space all the skills are going to take, and then you get it wrong, and yeah, now you're stuck with I gotta like make it messy and put the boss skills down here or something. So ET, let's just do ETB attack 1. You're organizing your skills? Big mistake. I know, I'm trying, you know, it's nice to have everything nice and neat, you know, where all the rogue skills are, all that kind of stuff. It's nice. You know, and then as you're filling it in and you see that there's like a gap closing up and you go, wow, I've almost finished this section of skills, you know, like doing this. It was cool. I think it's good, but I'll give 30 spaces for each catch. Yeah, I should definitely put a buffer. I was stupid and wanted to be exact. I mean, look, there's still time. There's still time. Is there still time? Not really, because the. Oh, I mean, look, it's not that huge of a deal to move everything down. But yeah, so the thing is, for those of you that don't know, if I move this stuff to a different position, I have to then go back into my classes or wherever these skills are coming from. They're attached to my weapons. I have to go through, and then this will be different. I'd have to go and choose, you know, now it's in position 155 or whatever. Do not move anything anymore. Just make a new category. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, fine. But look, that's not much that I'd have to move and change. I'm not listening to you, Coco. I'm gonna let's go. 300. 300. We're gonna copy and paste. Wait. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes. As long as you're not about to do some crazy backtracking, go ahead. Yeah. No. I'm only doing it because I can, well, yeah. Because I just need to move this out of the way. Because that's what's clogging up my boss skills. Okay, so now I gotta go into here. And I gotta change this to this. I gotta change this. Yeah, so don't be like me. Give yourself, like, try to map out, you know, how many skills you think you're gonna come up with. And then add like a 10, you know, see, this is my problem, right? Is like, I think that there's a problem with having gaps. Here, but there's no problem with that. It doesn't matter because it's nobody will ever see this except you. Okay, no, the database doesn't care. The numbers don't care. The computer doesn't care. As long as you have what you need, it doesn't matter where it is. Also, I don't know if I did this properly. Yep, 287. I care. You care. The gapes will haunt your dreams. The gaps. I actually like the typo better. The gapes. The gapes will haunt your dreams. The gapes, they're gaping at me. Close enough. Gapes everywhere. Okay, so what did I do? Oh, and then I also need to change the real skill down here. And the super boss skill on the one from the deep. Okay. Cool. So that's fixed. So now I can go ahead and delete all of that. And now our boss skills are free. Wait, how many? What did I say? How many for the mini boss? 2 skills. Oh, Right. So I'm not limiting the boss to just 3 skills. The boss has 3 unique skills. So I can still assign them skills from the other Earth Temple enemies. They're like gaps, but better. Well, yeah, it's like mail and email, gaps and gappies. Technology improves everything. Pod and iPod. Yeah, so they'll actually borrow moves from the other Earth Temple enemies, but I'm creating a couple of unique skills for them as well. So I could actually, in the database, make, like, I could fill in everything with placeholders, and then, you know, change it as I come up to it. In that way, I could have figured out how much I need. But anyway, that's fine. Hopefully, is this going to be the right amount? Level 4 through 6. How many skills is that? Water Temple, 12 skills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 80. Okay, and then 16 skills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait. Oh, I forgot what number that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 97 there. No. I want that to be level 10. Level 10. And then level 10 actually only gets 2 skills. So 8 skills. Because they'll borrow skills from all the other enemies. So what did I say? 8 skills? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 106. Shoot myself in the foot. Okay. Oh. Oh. Ugh. Oh no. The minions will not have unique attacks. The minions will use attacks from the other Earth Temple enemies. Duh. Duh. We reuse, recycle, adapt, whatever the thing is. So the Earth, should we design the Earth mini boss first? No, let's do the Earth boss. I'm more interested in that. So the Earth boss, yeah, we'll have so attack 1, attack 2, attack 3. Now, because of my naming conventions for these skills, I don't know what these I can't remember what these attacks do. Reasonable damage to one enemy 3 times randomly with modest damage. So maybe Earth Knight attack 2? I think that's one that the boss should have. Also, we don't want to overload him with skills, right? Because, well, maybe we do. Maybe we do. We'll see. We'll test. We'll play. Do we want them to poison? Do we give him, is one of his unique attacks an attack that poisons the whole party? So you got to deal with that. Wouldn't that be frustrating? Wouldn't that be annoying? Let's do that. Where's our skills? Skill 1. Let's do poison. Poisons all enemies. Will it do damage as well though? No, just poison. So on enemy skills, all enemies. What's the MP cost? What does he have? 100 MP? 10 MP? 10 MP? Battle screen? That doesn't actually matter. Enemy skills. Certain hit? Why not? Ooh. Or see, and this is where I could get into things like wind-up attacks. Although, you could probably do wind-up attacks with eventing. Because for enemies that I've created in some of my other games, you know, I've got like a big, you know, scary kind of enemy that like does lots of damage in a single hit, but like there's a wind-up. And the way I would do that is I would create a skill that it uses that inflicts a state upon itself, an invisible state that you can, well, actually, no, you can see the state above the head, but you could make it an invisible state, you know, and it would say, you know, the enemy is winding up. And if you break them out of that state, then they won't finish the attack. Or you just know that you need to block instead of attacking, right? If you know that that attack is coming. So you could do that, and it would do a wind up, and then it would hit with the attack. So we could do it that, you know, because do we want a way to be able to avoid this poison? So if I set it to even if I set it to a magical attack, right? Because the guard state gives you magic evasion as well. So with that heightened magic evasion, if you knew the poison attack was coming and you made everyone guard or focus, there's a good chance that they could avoid the poison attack. Now where's pollen? Pollen, that would be a good one to do. The pollen animation, if you're wondering. Where is it? Pollen? Where was it? Pollen. Yeah, look at that. Poisons everybody. Also, let me save. Yeah, so let's make it that. 100% success rate. So the attack will happen. But cast. But the chance of, oh, and it's decay. It's not poison. I forget. Maybe the decay chance 85%. So it could miss. Decay. Jujutsu Kaisen. What do they say when they're like activating their power? And it's been like used in like TikToks and stuff. It's just really cool. So what's the word they say before they announce? Ryoiki Tenkai. No, is that it? I feel like they say something else. What happened, trailer? What? Are you hurt? Wait, was that in response to something I said? Boy, I'm gonna jujutsu everywhere. Oh, that's how they power up in DBZ. Yeah. Just screaming for 3 episodes. My power is derived from my voice. 10 MP cost? Yeah? So he can do it 10 times if he wants to. Ah, yeah, domain expansion, but is Ryoiki Tenkai what they say? Domain expansion. No, there's like I swear it was something different. Maybe it's the wrong anime. Maybe I'm thinking of a different anime where they announce it and it just sounds really cool. I need to find a TikTok. There's one where it was a TikTok of like this girl, these these two girls that were on like a ride, and like the slow motion video of them like coming up, they were doing like the different poses from the show while the voiceover was, you know, saying yeah, wah wah wee wah. Okay, so he whatever. Just ignore me. Yeah, so he's got an ability that poisons everyone. That's annoying. Um, does he buff? Does he heal the what's-a-majiggers, the minions? Does he try to keep them alive? But that could be really annoying. The clerics are already annoying to fight because they're so beefy. Plus he'd be healing himself as well, right? He wouldn't just be solo leveling. Oh, maybe it's from solo leveling. Or that's what Rise is from. See, this is what I mean. I haven't planned out this boss fight. What else would be interesting? So he's got these minions. See, I don't. What are the conditions that I can set? What are the conditions that I've set? Is it a switch? Okay, so I can set that every fourth turn and every 4 turns after that, he does this attack. But I also I can't have multiple. Oh. He's angry. Because I don't want him to do this right at the start. I want him to only start using this skill once he reaches a certain level. What I could do, and probably what I should do, is make multiple phase. Oh no, that wouldn't work because the health of the enemy of the boss would change. I don't want to change the health. I mean, I could just set the health to 2,000 and 1,000. That's right. Let's just power on. So okay, so we'll make this attack the I'm gonna use this. It's kind of like a paralyzing attack. Traps one party member in vines. Right? And where's the bind? The bind? Bind? Bind. Bind animation, certain hit, 100% success. Scope, one enemy. MP cost. Will it have an MP cost? I don't think it should have an MP cost. He's always going to be able to use it because he just uses it every 4 turns. Because every 4 turns a party member is disabled. So inflicts, I need to make a state. So states, let's change that to 20. Um, Vines. Do it for the vine. Yeah, let's just call it vines for now. This is like roots. Cannot move. Overlay. Paralyze. Sleep. Abnormal. Auto timing. Turn end. After 4 turns. Can it be removed by damage? No, I just want, yeah. Your, well, yeah, we'll definitely have to fix this. Because I don't want this happening right from the beginning of the battle. But, well, I mean, it won't. You'll have 4 turns until it's inflicted, but, is trapped in vines. Is broken free the vines. Okay, so we've got that. So we've got this skill, and it's going to inflict vines 100%. It's on one enemy, and it's an enemy skill. Cool, so he does that every 4 turns. Make that high priority. Because even though I've given it this condition every 4 turns, I feel like if I don't change the rating of that to be higher, that there's still a chance that it will prioritize a different attack. So what that just means then is that every 4 turns, you have to wait until every 4th turn for there to be even a chance of him using this attack. But I want it so that every 4th turn, this is the attack that's prioritized. For now, we could change that when we test the battle out in the future. So, yeah, we'll change it to priority 9. Ooh, but maybe I do make it that this has an MP cost. Because, so that way, a strategy to prevent the boss from using this and disabling one of your party members is you drain their MP with the MP drain attack. And then that way they can't use that spell anymore. So do I make it a high cost or just make it 10 MP as well? Let's just do that for now. See, now I could make him have a skill, one of his skills, summon an enemy. And so the way you can do that is through a common event. But maybe we won't do that. And yeah, what do we do for the 3rd attack? So right now, this boss can poison the whole party and can freeze one party member at a time. What's another tree boss kind of thing that he can do that would be interesting? Because I don't know, this is a very basic kind of fight at the moment. Yeah, what do we... Charm. Could use a charm. Um, could turn one of the party members against you. That could be interesting. I don't know. It doesn't feel very tree themed to me. It doesn't feel very earth boss themed to me. Maybe it's just an attack. Bind. Yeah. That's what the vine attack is. Throws apple. Isaac Newton. It's called the Isaac Newton skill. Or gravity. I mean, so we've got two kind of status effect type abilities. Maybe we just need one that's just a straight up attack. Could make a neutral dam. He attacks sometimes, and if he breaks it, he casts a huge AoE water spell. I watched Lord of the Rings recently. Environmental set pieces. Wow. I feel like that would be more like a water temple thing. Wait, oh, is that literally the friggin' the Ents? Is that what the Ents did? That is what the Ents did. Because he's an Ent. He's literally an Ent. Hmm. See, this is where I need to be cooking more in the background before I come onto these streams and like coming up with... I thought I had some cool things already thought out. Heck yeah, it is. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, is it just an attack where he just attacks everyone for a, a pretty decent amount of damage? Or is I like how they stomp orcs. Tree stomp. What do trees do? They grow. They are thick. They have leaves. Leaf attack. Leaves that cut. Maybe we do the minion summoning attack. It could overwhelm you. But then we set a specific condition that he only summons, or that it's just got a low chance. It's just a lower rated skill. I mean, we could do that just to look at how to set up that kind of common event. Summon minion. And then, where is it? Enemy appear. No. No enemy appear. Is there? Is this it? Is there? No, I can only... Let me transform. I thought I had a way to make them summon an enemy. No, because I guess it could break the game. My business is with Isengard tonight line. Goes so hard. My business. Enemy. No. Yeah, because I can only make the enemies appear if... I really thought changing counter? No. Wait, what is that? Enable, disable. Oh, this is, you know, if you want to create an item that acts like a repel that stops random encounters from happening, that's how you would use that. It's change encounter. You can disable encounters. Hmm. Okay. I must have dreamed it that there was a way to. It's not battle processing, is it? No. Yeah, you can't just make enemies appear. Okay, that's right. Well, we won't do that as the attack. Third attack, something earthy. Um. Hmm. Look, let's just for now. There's a placeholder. Maybe this costs a little more MP. 20. So he doesn't do it as often. 20 MP. And physical attack. And it uses Earth 2. Earth all 2. Uses attacks all enemies for mid high damage. HP damage, earth element. Doesn't crit, but how much damage? Don't want to be too powerful. I think that'll do. Okay. And then enemies. Oh, yeah, what other skills does the boss use? Does it use any healing skills? Uses the rogue attack, poisons one enemy. Yeah, Earth rogue attack 1. Okay. So he prioritizes that attack less because it's a strong one. Earth Knight attack, yeah, can be pretty common. Earth rogue attack will also make that lower. It's just a normal attack. Should he even have just a normal attack? I guess, but less frequent. And then MP charge, yeah, prioritizes. Prioritizes. So that's it. The boss. Is that it? The boss is done. Tell me, friend, when did Saruman the Wise abandon reason for madness? Tell me, friend. Great movies. Great movies. I like that one. That is a good one. That whole fight scene actually with the crazy camera angles, you know, the you know, just two old guys just getting knocked over constantly, and the way they just fling each other around. Like, it's a really cool scene, but also if you're in the right mood, it can be really funny. A really funny fight scene as well. So the boss isn't a complete pushover. You know, we need to give them some resistances to status effects. So I think it would make sense as a boss that uses poison that they're not going to actually look. Maybe we'll give it just a really low percent, right? Can be poisoned. Wait, is that right? I can't remember. Wait, I need to make a new one. State rate? State resist. So state resist is if you want to have them completely ignore a status effect, but the state rate, the lower the percent, the more resistant they are. The higher percent, the more likely they are to be affected by that state. It's a very unique wizard fight. Yeah. Ian McKellen spinning around on the floor is pretty funny. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So decay is going to be that blind because the rogue has the blind skill. We'll give him a 50% resistance to being blinded because, you know, making all his attacks miss again will kind of stunt the fight. Silence because I mean, this is the thing too, right? Like you own I want these skills that you have that you've just learned to still be viable. So, but maybe 50% resistance to silence. Because again, if he gets silenced, how long does it last for? How long does silence last for? 3 to 5 turns. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. For 3 to 5 turns, he won't be able to do any of his skills except attack. What other skills have we got? Rage, confusion, fascination, sleep. None of those are relevant because no one has any skills that proc any of those states. So we don't have to worry about anything else. Gandalf is the best at breakdancing. This is where I need a GIF. Wait, where is it? Gandalf and Saruman fight. Yes. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Because look at him. Look at the way he's hobbling over. Like he's so powerful, but he's also just an old dude. Oh man. Need some flashing lights. Hey, what if I just do Gandalf breakdancing? Oh. Where's the Gandalf part? Really? Any gift makers out there, this is your time to shine. The other. Anyway, you get the point. You get the point. Look at him go. Yes, okay, so really resistant to poison, but if you could proc poison, that could be really helpful in the fight because poison does... What does poison do? Or decay, I need to keep calling it decay. 7% of their health every turn. That's pretty significant when they have 3000 HP. And yeah, blind and silence, that's pretty good. Cool. So I think now what I said about boss phases. Maybe I simplify it and I just make it that the boss phases are just that more enemies, more minions show up. Maybe that's it. Um, 60% or 50%. Thank you, Coco. Apply. Okay, save. Yeah, maybe that's kind of it for now. Do I do it then? Do I give him the cleric skill to heal all allies? And it's only a 7 MP cost, but maybe I just make it very low on the priorities. Was it cleric heal 2? So if I maybe make it 3 on the priority list. 5, 4, 3. Yeah. So he could do it, but it's not going to happen very often. All right. Let's see what this looks like. So we're level 3. Everyone's got equipment. Everybody attack. Oh! They hit hard. Didn't poison me though. My gosh. Gut punch. Start reducing his MP already. Wait, where's my third attack? Oh, I haven't added it. Okay, I need to do that. Smoke bomb to blind. Now we'll try to silence him. Break the encounter. Fire shot. Oh yeah, that's right. I changed the healing so that it heals everyone. I played through it a little bit on my own, just to see how, you know, the new abilities felt. 7 MP. That's all? Oof, man, everyone being poisoned, that sucks. Although, it's not that bad because the cleric has, yeah, the status remover removes from everybody. Yeah. So the cleric will actually be very helpful in this battle. Whoa, he friggin' poisoned everyone again? Oh my gosh. Wait, we haven't even got him down to 90% HP yet because he hasn't summoned the minions. Try Silent Blade again. Just keep spamming. Just keep removing all the status. Oh, he got silenced. Wait, did we silence him before, but we just knocked the... We just... Oh, there we go. They've appeared. Alright, so now Deo Slash will actually come in handy. We'll use Smoke Bomb to blind everyone. And we'll cast Fireball because it attacks everyone. Oh yeah, Holy Smite. Ooh, yeah, they take a lot of damage. That's good. Oh wait, I haven't even given the minions attacks. That's kind of useless. Do damage, I guess. More fireballs. Holy Smite. Minions are there for moral support. Yeah. They're just hanging out. Okay, we got rid of him. Nice. Bro, how long is he silenced for? This is... Maybe I gotta increase his resistance to silence. Kind of breaking the... Let's heal everyone. Yeah. Too easy. I mean, I suppose I don't want it to be too difficult. Let's try to poison him. See if that's doable. So now I got to focus, right? Because I'm out of MP. Cleric needs to focus as well. Well, maybe I should make poison more punishing, or decay more punishing. Because I didn't want it to be 10% before because that felt like too much. But now that the cleric has the healing skill that removes the status from the entire party, and it's pretty low cost as well, I think I can make poison much more potent. So that, you know, it kind of forces the player to use the cleric to heal it. Oh, we did poison him. That's crazy. Do fire shot. Oh yeah, because he was silenced. He wasn't. Oh, see, that's crazy. So he's paralyzed the cleric. So we're not going to be getting any healing for the next 4 turns because there's no way to. I can't free the cleric from it. That's just what's happening for the next 4 turns. Maybe I should make it every 4 turns. Oh, maybe I should. I mean, you have ways of stopping it, right? You can silence him. The smoke bomb could reduce its effectiveness as well. What? Oh, no! Why did he heal 750 HP? No! Wait, what? The heal skill is too strong. Oh my gosh. No, that sucks. Okay, I definitely have to nerf that. Oh, because we are not doing enough damage. I guess that... Yeah. Why did I only do 39 damage? Maybe I need to lower his defense stat a bit. Or just lower his health. His health doesn't it? Maybe it should just be 1500. Every 500 health. Alright, we've only just got him to 50% health with those other minions appearing. Alright, so how do we... I don't know, how do I make this more interesting? I mean, maybe it doesn't have to be interesting. Maybe I'm just... It's not, Ooh, the rogue's getting... Do the minions even have an attack? Would you like to know how poison works in my game? Don't ask, Coco. Just tell me. Don't ask. There's no need to be polite here. Force your ideas onto me. Oh man, I've actually got to... See, now I've actually got to focus. I'll do smoke bomb again. No need to be polite. Okay, you suck. You're suck. Good one, man. You try to insult me, you can't even spell properly. But fair, I do suck. You'll suck. Okay. You'll suck. My suck? You'll suck. Blade. So why hasn't... Oh, that does a lot of damage. Nice. Oh! The heals! Okay, I think I've seen enough. All right. So, what does the Earth Cleric does 25% health recovery? Ow. Well, let's make that 1500. Let's reduce that. Maybe we'll lower defense a bit. We'll lower defense. Oh, oops, that's the wrong one. 1500. I need to change this. I need to change it to, there's the purple warrior. Okay. 1500, 30, 30. What else wasn't very interesting? Yeah, so there's a way to stop the paralysis attack. And the cleric heal 25%. That's kind of crazy. I don't know, maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we'll keep it. Okay, so the minion. What does the minion do? Minion needs poison, sleep, and stun are tied to an element called decay. All decay skills apply a status ailment, but also they deal light decay damage. I thought it was good that using poison deals immediate damage and not stalling damage. All decay skills apply a status ailment, but also they deal light decay damage. Thought it was good that using poison deals immediate damage and not stalling damage. My brain is not braining. So when you hit with decay, so traditional poison skill usually deals no damage when cast. Yeah, only when the enemy acts, then it will take damage. Right. Yeah, like at the end of each turn, it damages them. But instead, when you hit with poison, it hurts you straight away. So, but that just makes it like a normal attack. Or is it that if you're hit with poison, it makes attacks that you receive do more damage? Or it adds some extra damage every time you hit? Is that what's happening? What will the Earth minion have skills wise? We have Earth Knight attack 1, I think would be good. Earth Knight attack 1. Wait, what's the Earth Knight attack 1? That's 3 MP. Okay. Yes, it's a normal attack, but also it has a chance to apply poison. So if poison misses, at least shield some damage. Oh, right. Oh, right. So, okay, you're talking about the skill itself, not just the status stack. Well, I mean, I kind of have that with, yeah, like the sick blade. The sick blade does damage, and and it adds poison. Um, the and the but yeah, the skill that the boss has, because they're putting poison on the whole party. Should I just make that 100% as well, actually, and not a um and not a chance to miss? Just because you will already have the healing skill that you need to get rid of it very easily, so it just kind of eats up a turn. Coco knows what's up. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, maybe we change it to 100%. It'll always poison you, which can easily be remedied, but if the cleric gets disabled, then you don't have that, and so you'll have to suffer with poison for 4 turns unless you have bought antidote items. So, so kind of taking away the tools that the player will become reliant on and saying, well, you don't have that anymore. Now what are you going to do? Um, um, what was the other thing I wanted to change? I wanted to make poison do more. I want to bring it back up to 10%. Yeah. I don't know if my system can benefit you directly, but I thought I'd throw it around. Maybe you can twist it around. No, thank you for sharing. I do appreciate that. Okay, so because I was just trying to understand this more. So you're saying like the decay skill is like a skill tree, and each of the decay skills can inflict a different status element. So there's the decay poison attack, there's the decay sleep attack, there's the decay stun attack. And with each of those, not only do they inflict that status ailment, but they also do decay damage. But you're saying too, then, that you have made a specific element that is decay, and so you can have enemies be resistant to decay damage, or even be more or less resistant to decay damage. So not only are you inflicting status effects on them, you're also hitting them with a super effective ability. I like that. I think it goes outside of the scope that I've created for myself. So you could make your poison deal a lot of damage, but it has a low chance of application. Yes. But if your player is encouraged to use decay skills multiple times, it can be a rewarding thing when poison is finally applied. Yeah, true. I could make the poison state very potent, but short-lived, because right now it lasts for 10 turns. But the flip side of that, so either I make a player version of poison, which is very powerful, maybe it reduces the HP by like 25%, right? Each round, but maybe it only lasts for 2 or 3 rounds before it goes away. And then I make also another version of decay, or just call it poison, and that's what the enemy can inflict on you, which doesn't do as much damage. 10 turns is kind of insane. Do you want battles to last long? Well, it was more just the idea that I wanted poison to stick around, but not be, because normally in other games when you're poisoned, unless you use an antidote, you will be stuck with poison throughout the game. But I didn't want it to be as punishing, which is why I reduced it to 7%, and I set these turns, this number of turns on it. You can also remove it just by walking around, so it won't actually stick around forever, but it will still hurt you over time. So it's like, you can ignore it and it will eventually go away, but if you choose to do that, there is the consequence of you losing a lot more health. So, but maybe I'm overestimating this many turns in a battle. I mean, I guess that's like, that could be like 2 normal battles that goes for, but you're also gonna lose it by walking around, right? If you don't cure it immediately. So I don't know. We can play around with it later, get more of an idea. Okay, did he even use? I don't even think he used that attack at all. Okay, so Earth Knight attack 1. The Earth minion's going to use. What other skills? Will we make them use a healing skill as well to also make them annoying? I kind of feel like I want them to only attack 1 enemy at a time. Maybe the mage spell, but they just have a very low chance of doing it. It attacks the whole party. Who's that? Mage spell 2? Mage spell 1. It was mage spell 1. Need to name these skills properly. Yeah, mage spell 1. And we'll make that lower priority. Okay, so they're limited in what they do. They're just kind of there to absorb some attacks. So we've reduced the health to 1500. Also, I don't know if we have, if there's a sprite. It's an MZ. Is there a sprite? Characters. Big monster. Is there a tree? There is. Oh, look, and there's the... Okay. So I want to... Oops. F2. MZ. Big monster. Oops. Where'd that go? Where'd that go? MZ Big Monster. So we're going to copy that. And we're going to put it in a simple RPG. Characters. Boom. Cool. Save. Now. There he is. He's a big nasty tree monster. Crow sound effect does not make any sense. Yeah, I like that. So he growls. How long does that take? A couple of seconds? 3 seconds? And then we have battle processing. We have the boss. We have can escape. No. Can lose. If you lose, it's game over. But if you win, this guy, boss turn on. I mean, this needs to be changed because facing the boss, they're not going to turn into the crystal. That's all right. We'll just do that for now. Okay. Oh, I need to add level 3 multi-slash. Okay. Okay. Let's so some things I wanted to do as well is let's times 2, 17 times 2, 34, 26. Okay, put that down there. We're gonna change this. Where is it? There. I'm gonna have to do this multiple times. So I'm gonna, it's still placeholder maps, but I'm gonna stretch them out a bit to kind of simulate traveling through the temple a little bit more. I get more of a feel for the you know, how many encounter steps it will take for you know, whether 30 is going to be too high or too low, whether I need to make that higher. Also, with my, oh, sorry, what should I play before I sleep? What game should you play before you sleep? Bombra. Just kidding. Oh, also I need to change this. Okay, we'll do that in a second. Let's do the mapping first. So let's make this more just for simplicity's sake. We'll make it go. Boop, 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 boop. I want to give Bomber the attention it deserves. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, fair. Fair. I mean, it's a short game. But what game should you play? Oh, play some Scrongly, man. Play some Scrongly. Or play some Genshin Impact. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not your dad. Okay, we need to change this. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay. You're not my dad? Riftbreaker. You would say that, trailer. You're obsessed with that game. You're not my dad. I am not the father. Playing it right now. Nice. Cool. So that's longer. It's a bigger level now. I want to do it for this as well. What was this? 34 by 26. 34 by 26. And okay, so that first area is there. And this will go here. Here. That will move down there. That will go there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. And I guess that can still be there. Let me just mapping, mapping, mapping. Mapping is so fun. Mapping, mapping, mapping. Man, I gotta run. Mapping, mapping, mapping. Mapping is so fun. Mapping, mapping, mapping. Mapping, mapping, mapping. Sing the mapping song. Oh, your maps be mapping like mothers. Mapping up here because we're mapping like brothers. Mip, map, mappy, map. Tip, tap, tappy, tap. Murder that, murder that. Okay, okay, okay. Bing, bang, boom, bam, beam. This is... What is he saying, chat? Speaking my mind. What if we take that, put it down here? Yeah. Down here. The Okay. So now I gotta make, so this is what's annoying, right? About having everything sort of planned out. Then you got to go through, you got to fix everything after you change it all. He's gone mad. Pretty sure this should still take me to where I want to go, right? Yeah, down there. Okay. Fool of a took. Okay. And then the second floor, we also need to spread this one out. 34 by 26. 34 by 26. Okay. Beat a border, beat a border, beat a border, bah. Yippity yappity. Okay. That transfers to there. Okay. And here, my dear. Boom, 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 boom. Look, let's just simplify this one. Let's go boom, 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 boom. Okay, simple. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. We gotta paint these. So one. One. No. Three. Three. Four. And two. Maybe. Maybe. Let's drag that back here. We'll pop that to there. And we will change that to that. And get rid of that. And that. Oh no. No, that's correct. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That works. And then for this one we gotta do this. Bing bong boom. Bing bong boom. Bing 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 bong boom. Like, I'm being pedantic. It doesn't matter if I put that there or not. Doesn't really matter, but I just kind of like coloring it in properly. Properly, he says. There's nothing wrong with coloring outside of the lines, guys. You're an adult, you can do whatever you want. Vive la revolution! Okay, I think I've gone insane. So, we have, let me just double check this. So this is correct, right? He growls. Oh, okay, we need a little, let's reduce that to 150. Let's put in a text. Free will is an illusion. What is, because, you know, they're all kind of telling us to like stop, right? Like, so the Dio boss is turned back, but I need this to be a little vague, you know, like, sure, it could be said by a guardian trying to stop you from unlocking an evil deity, but it could also be a phrase that just is just like, I'm guarding the sky treasure, and that's, you know, I'm a bad guy. You need to stop. Maybe go no further. And we'll do add some of these. Yeah. Do we even have a portrait? We might even have a portrait of the treant. That's right. We'll leave it blank for now. Also, I need to fix that. Not dim top. Dim bottom? What did we do? What did we do for... Where's the sky temple? What does he say? Dim bottom. Yeah. Dim bottom. Oh, actually, let's have a look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh no, I did a dot dot dot. I did ellipses. Not... Go no further. Cool. All right, guys, we're gonna do a playthrough. Wait, are there some other things that I wanted to change balance-wise? I don't remember. Let's go. Where's my volume? Hey, Silver. Ahoy, mateys. Are the winds blowing for you? All right. Go talk to the king. I need to make a permanent save. I'm rooting for you to save the world. Thank you, Silver. Beauteous. Also, I don't know. I think I did this off screen as well, offline. I reduced the cost of all the weapons and armor in the game. I also changed, so I had it before that the shop, as you level up in the shop, you get access to more equipment, but I'm doing it now as you beat each temple, more equipment unlocks. And the reason for that is that, so right now, equipment from level 1 to 3 will appear in the shops. So that way, you know, as the player straight away, when you go to the shops, you go, oh, there's actually stronger equipment that I can buy. So I will come, you know, while I'm exploring the temple, I'll come back to get stronger weapons. Is the idea. I also need to make an item that allows you to... So you only get 2,000 gold now instead of the 5,000. Because I reduced the cost of everything. Let's go in save file 1. So remember, Phil, do not save over save file 1. That is always your... You've just started out file. Yeah, so see, now you can see the stronger weapon, the level 3 weapon. And, you know, I give you this freedom, right? You've got 2,000 gold to spend however you want. But, like, obviously the best... Well, not obviously the best. What I think the best way to go is to buy all your low-level equipment. But you could buy higher level weapons right from the get-go. So these are worth 200 because they're a level 2 piece of equipment. So they actually provide much more defense than your body armor actually does, your level 1 body armor. But we can buy all of this and still have money for armor. But yeah, so you can buy the level 3 armor as well if you wanted. What does that? What does that provide? 0? The hell? Magic robes. 11 magic defense. Why is that not? Why is it not displaying properly? Again, the limitations of RPGMaker. I think this only shows the plus of defense of the main defense stat. It doesn't actually display the magic defense stat increasing. So that's really stupid. So we definitely need to get a plugin that displays shop stuff better. Yeah, like yeah. There's definitely plugins that you want to use for your game to like improve UI and stuff. Like if you're still going to keep everything else in the base engine, the least you should do with plugins is UI. Quality of life kind of stuff. Alright, so we've got all our equipment. We're going to equip it all. See, and look at this. This menuing is atrocious. So we've got our armor. You could just type it in the description for now. Yeah, true. I need to remember to do that. So we've got... Yeah, so I've reduced the cost significantly of healing items. And this is because in terms of turn economy, like the big juice that heals 10 MP, you have the focus skill in combat that recovers half your MP and, you know, gives you boosted defense stats for 2 turns. So using one of these in the middle of battle to recover just 10 MP is like a waste of a turn. So the idea of this, so that's why I've said in the text, more useful outside of combat. You know, same with this, recovers 50 HP in the early game, being level 1, 50 HP is like heaps, and will be useful. But you know, by the time you're level 3, you know, and you've got a cleric that can heal the entire party, this is kind of useless. So that's why I've made them pretty cheap, so that you buy lots of them and you just heal up outside of combat. So let's buy 10 and 10, and we definitely want some revives. Cool. But now we also have no money, so if we need to... Did I change the cost of the inn? I think I did, didn't I? 20 gold, okay. It's fine, that's 2. You killed 2 enemies and you've got 20 gold. Alright. We're out in the world. Wait. Do I want to save with that build? That's right. Uh-oh. Pickle Pierre. Nice. That was good. Move that out of the way. Alright, so the temple is now bigger. Uh-oh. Yeah, so I tested the combat a little bit more. And, yeah, like if you try to take on a group of level 2 enemies when you're level 1, you will get... Yeah, you'll get rocked. You will... Oof. Oof. Oh gosh, why did that do so much damage? See, but this isn't like before when the cleric could only heal one person at a time. This was scary, right? But now that he heals everyone, yeah, it's much better. Much better. Nice. It's always the cleric that sticks around. Two pickles. Uh-oh. Whoa. Wait, how far are we from leveling up? 30. Okay. Woohoo, yeah. Critical hit. Front-facing orc can't hurt you. Front-facing orc. What is it? Front-facing orc can't hurt you. He's not real. Front-facing orc. Right. Okay. So this is kind of good. Oh. This is kind of good pacing-wise. Because I've reached the end of the level. And after this fight, I'll have reached level 2. So... I also need to focus. Good thing we blocked. That would have killed me otherwise. That's rude. Uh-oh. Rogue's gonna die. Oh, he just dodged that because of the focus ability. Okay. And remember, these are level 1 encounters right now. So I feel like this isn't too bad. I definitely need to get rid of the mage though. There. Heal, please. I should change the healing animation as well, actually. Is the rogue gonna die? Oh, again, coming in clutch with the dodge. Okay. Need to focus. Focus. Why do we not get rid of Pickle Pierre? We don't have heals. Oh my gosh. Wait, I have items. I'll keep that rogue down. Right. Okay, good. Pickle Pierre's gone. No! No! It's alright, we have a revive. So sad. Jinxed it, yeah. Sorry. It's alright, I forgive you, trailer. Oh, how am I focusing? Stop healing. Okay, good. There's gone. Heal everybody. Do your thing, Ferric. Yeah. Level up, boys. Yes, Gut Punch learned. Oh, yeah. Smoke Bomb learned. Status Removal learned. And then we can use Cleric's Healing. See, again, this is a problem with base engine MV, is that if you have if it uses multiple resources like it does here, 7 MP, 2 AP, it only prioritizes one resource, which in this case is AP. So it only shows the AP cost, not the MP cost as well. So again, another reason to use plugins, so you can show that stuff properly. But you know, like Coco was saying, put it in the description so that players know what's going on. Nice. See, and so I've got my big juice. Also, so we got 120 gold right now. That's not too bad. Nine, 6, 7. Oh, 6, 7. Sorry, guys. What do I say? 7. Okay, level 2 enemies now. At least it should be, right? Pretty sure it is. Ooh, reduce MP. Let's use Gut Punch. Smoke Bomb? Does blind affect magic attacks? Like, will it make their magic attacks more likely to miss as well? You would think, right? Get ourselves to max health. Yeah, it's a low MP. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa, 2 mage spells. Gosh dang. Bro, the rogue is taking a beating again. But that's what we want, right? Because the rogue... Although I feel like I need to make the rogue's skills more powerful still. Like, he needs to do higher damage. Not just status effects, but it needs to be higher damage. Because he's meant to be very weak, but attacks are very strong. feel like they're not strong enough. Yeah, see, that did 77 damage. I feel like it should be... Yeah, see, it's only double what Big Slash did. Oh my gosh. No! Oh my gosh, the rogue's gonna... Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I've only got 2 revives. Run. You're right. I should. I haven't even been saving either. Oh no! Okay, there's only... Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. We're back. We're back in it. Okay, so attack. Wait. Gut punch. Get rid of more of that MP. Mage needs to focus. I'll make you focus as well so you don't die. This was just 2 mages. That's actually a pretty intense encounter. Okay, we did it. We did it. We did it. Also, how long is it gonna take me to... So I got 40 XP. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you, trailer. Thank you. Oh. Red and blue. What was it? 9 and 6? 9 and 6? 15? Yes. Okay. Okay, this should be a pretty easy battle, he says. Bro, I want the mage at level 3. I want the all enemy attack spells. Keep healing. Keep healing. That's what blind is good for. Also, I haven't been saving. I need to save after this battle. Keep healing, I guess. Now, you know, I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts as you're watching me play this? Like, you know, understanding that it is very basic turn-based combat. And, you know, I don't even know, is turn-based combat can be exciting to watch, I guess. Oh, I can't even focus. Oh. I think the flow is good. Okay. Thank you. See, now, and this is with a full party, right? So I'm curious as to as our party members get lower, because obviously I'm going to tweak the encounters, you know, to match the number of party members that you have, right? So there's not going to be, you're not going to verse 4 enemies at once when you've got 3 party members, right? So, but I'm still curious as to the dynamic of like 3 and 2 and 1. I like that there's some challenge. It feels like you could die here. Yeah, right? You having to work at it means it's not too easy and has some tension. Yeah. I mean, I could be playing it up, but, you know. How could I not be a god at my own game? What did we say? 15 and 7? So what's that? 8? Okay. Oh. Hey. But no, it is. I have to think about what I'm doing. I feel like some of my actions don't feel strategic. Like sometimes my hand feels very forced. Like right now, you know, I don't have any MP. My AP's crazy. I might get rid of the storing AP again, just to make things a bit tighter. Because yeah, like this kind of forces my hand. Like I could just do a normal attack, but normal attacks are so weak that I really should be focusing on making sure I have resources to do skills. So I feel like I'm kind of forced to just use focus, right? Like I'm not strategizing between, you know, do I attack? Do I do this? It's just like, well, I don't have any mana, so I better focus. I don't know. But this is still the early game too. You've got very limited skills. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we go as we continue. Smoke bomb. A great skill. Oof. A lot of RPGs you end up spamming that attack. Yeah. I don't know, but I feel like because focus is so... Well, it's not so accessible. And this is why I need to actually get rid of the stored AP. Because to use focus, you need to have AP. Because it costs AP to use it. Whereas if you've got it stored, you kind of have pretty unlimited access to focus. So I think I need to change that. Okay, one more battle, and then we're level 3. Which, you know, if we verse the mini boss. Uh-oh. Dang it, I didn't save. Okay, maybe I'll run away. Yeah. Let's run away. Okay, don't save over file 1, guys. Remember. Save your game. Thank you, trailer. Ooh, we got this combination again. I feel like I need to make Dio / stronger. It just, like, sure it hits all enemies, but like... It's still, I don't know. Doesn't feel very good. Agree. Yeah. You would say that, Coco. You're suck. Who should we get rid of? Okay, always the rogue. Always the rogue. Although, Pickle Pierre is also really dangerous. Pickle Pierre has killed the rogue twice. So we'll definitely... Let's do Smoke Bomb. Yeah, I saw that coming, Coco. Alright, I see that. I see what you're doing. There's gonna be all our little in jokes. Guess what? I don't care. You're suck. What else have we got? Okay. See, mage is dangerous. See, I can't even focus right now. I don't have enough AP. Yeah, so this is why, yeah, I should get rid of this stored AP. Explain I don't care to TJ. So, for whatever reason, we decided to teach my sons, just to do this. We just said, hey, you know, say, hey, mum and dad, guess what? And then when we say what, you say, I don't care. And so we taught them that. Like, we got them to repeat it to us, and we were like, oh, that's kind of funny that they did that. And then we kind of forgot about it. And then, because my son Arlo, he's autistic. He's ASD level 2. So his memory is like super keen. Like the stuff he remembers and brings up, sometimes you're just like, how do you still remember that? And so, yeah, it was like maybe a week later, we were driving in the car and he goes, hey, mom and dad, guess what? And we go, what? He goes, I don't care. And he totally nailed it. It was great. Completely caught us off guard because we just had totally forgot about it. Little genius. Yeah, he's a funny little dude. Also, I think I gave more lore to it than I told you, Coco, when I shared it with you. What are we doing? Mage needs to no, mage can't focus, so mage has to attack. Let's do some healing. Sounded about the same. Okay, good. That was consistent. Where's the I don't care emote? Right? Coco, make a cool emote. That's it. I mean, it literally just needs to be the text, right? Okay. Die slash. Yeah, now I can focus. Sick blade. Get rid of friggin' Pickle Pierre. Yes, honey. Back to work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oof. Okay. Okay, you need to focus. You need to cast a friggin' fire spell at that stupid Gorbamorga. You need to heal. Stop healing. Oh my gosh. Dire Slash is so bad. It's such a bad skill. But the name is cool. The name is cool. Justice for Dire Slash. Yeah. I'm just thinking of scenarios where I don't care would be funny. Yeah. I don't care. Alright, we did it. Guys, we got to level 3. Yes, the mage spells. Yes, holy smite. Thank God. Okay. Bye-bye, mini-boss. Okay, what's my... Jesus. Let's heal. Someone's last words would be great. Come closer. Yes. What is it, Dad? I don't care. Pretty funny. Dad, tell me that you love me before you die. Come here, son. I don't care. Oh, let's see if we can... Oh, jeez. My friggin' resources are totally wasted. Sick Blade? Silent Blade? I can't remember which does more damage. Silent Blade should do more damage. Oh, I have Holy Smite. Nice. This is going to be a long battle. Multi-slash, baby. It's also still pretty weak. But I kept the AP cost down. Man, the rogue keeps friggin' running out of MP. Sick Blade, again. Holy smite. Yeah, we have to kill it before... Yes. Okay, otherwise we would have had to fight 2 and it would have taken forever. Okay, well I don't need to level up again. Although I probably should. I need to create save points. Because I don't know... I feel like a lot of people that play RPG Maker games, because they're RPG Maker devs themselves, they tend to be in a habit... I mean, I don't know. They tend to be in a habit of making saves often. But I feel like most modern gamers are used to like autosaves and stuff like that. There is a plugin where you can script in autosaves or make it autosave every time you open a menu or every time you transition to a different map. But yeah, there's a lot of different options I can look at. I could make it as well that... Yeah, so I could make little like save points at different points in the temple. I could make it heal you as well, but then then there'd be no point in using the inn. But also you don't want to have to travel all the way back to the inn. Completely up to you. Scarce saving means you're changing the mood and stakes of the game. Yeah. Well, you know, I would think you'd want a save point, you know, right before the boss fight. But yeah, whether it heals you Or maybe you have to use money for some reason. Maybe there's a currency or something you have to do to exchange for healing. Permadeath. Yeah. Well, you know, as this currently is, you know, I haven't been saving that often, which has been very dangerous actually, because if I lose in a fight, I get a game over screen and I have to go back to the main menu. Maybe you can only save at TJ. Ooh. So, whoa, hold on there. Let's stop giving everything to TJ. Okay, so we've at least got that reminder there. I like that idea. You would like that trailer. Ooh, let's see what our boss looks like. Oh, cool. Look at him. That sprite doesn't seem that out of place, actually. Like, the difference between the MV sprites and the MZ ones isn't too bad. How many points do I need to spend on that? Well, you can only save at the inn. Yeah. I feel like people would... Like, I'd get frustrated if I went through most of the temple, and because I didn't go all the way back to the inn to save, unless I implement that... I need to implement that item that teleports you back to the hub town. Do I make it unlimited use? That you have unlimited use of this item, like it's a talisman that you have that always brings you back, but do I make it that it brings you back, but it doesn't give you a way back to where you teleported from? It only allows you to evacuate the temple. So you would still have to run through again and experience all the random encounters, which you can escape from, but I don't know. You know, these things create friction. Go no further. Alright guys, it's boss time. FF8 has save points. I think save points like Undertale will work. You just put the save statues in the dungeon. Yeah, I think having a physical reminder for the player to save. Oh yeah, look at that. That moved way quicker because he's 1500 health. Dire Slash, coming in clutch, Fireball, Smoke Bomb, Holy Smite. Yeah, having a physical reminder for the player to save, and I suppose removing save, because I do like the idea though of that tension between save points, and you know, the same way with bonfires, you feel that relief when you reach that bonfire. Kind of don't want to use silent on the boss because I want to see the... Although he has resistance to silence, so he could dodge it. Also, I need to make it that the music for this fight changes to a different track. So that, you know, you have an iconic boss fight track. Oh, we did silence him. Nice. How did he get poisoned? Why are they not resistant to the status effects? Am I doing it wrong? Where's the proc chain? Oh, got more minions. Also, I feel like the minions didn't even do anything. I feel like we've barely been attacked. Or is it because I used smoke bomb? Maybe smoke bomb's too OP. Fireball. Yeah, maybe smoke bomb's too OP. Use it again. Oh, mage is disabled. Oof. Multi-slash? Do this. Also, I haven't looked at my to-do list in ages. Make save statues. Also, I'm realizing too that, like, you know, I haven't played this temple for very long. For me to get from level 1 to 3 to get to where I am now, what did that take? Like half an hour? So if, you know, if between here, if between there and the first save statue you die, you don't hit the save statue. I should put a save statue outside the temple as well, so it saves before you even go into the temple. So you save before you even go into the temple. So that way, if you do die and you don't reach that first, the save statue within the temple, you know, you don't accidentally go all the way back to the start of the game, you know? Yeah, I think I like the idea of save statues. I like the idea of us. Huh? I like the idea of us? Oh yeah, he hasn't even used his poison attack this whole time. Crazy. I mean, again, I guess we don't want this boss battle to be too... I've said this before, we don't want it to be too crazy, right? Oh, I have no... Man. We did it! Okay, we obviously need a bit more of a cinematic where the tree dies. The boss dies. But the way I'm gonna set it up anyway is that you fight the boss in this room, and then there's another room where the crystal resides. Seek to skim the sky treasure. Guys, who are we gonna get rid of? I mean, we talked about this last time. You guys wanted to get rid of the mage. Do we get rid of the mage? Also, I'm poisoned. What the hell? Please hire me for cinematics. True. Do some crazy animations. For the remake. For the remake. I don't want to waste your skills on the free version. I want you for the Steam version. I should just say that instead of remake. It's the Steam version. The paid version. Guys, who are we getting rid of? Mage, rogue, or cleric? Are you gonna put me on hard mode? Get rid of the cleric? Rogue, cleric. Okay. Silver coming in for the tiebreaker. Oh, my neck. Silver, don't say mage. Rogue, he's gonna steal from you anyway. Alright, we're getting rid of the rogue. That's fine. Rogue's not strong enough anyway. I haven't buffed the rogue enough yet. Cool. We can just save it there for now. Let me save here. Okay, so out of that encounter, we only got 670 gold. And the level 3 weapons... I mean, look, that temple didn't have any chests. You know, so there could be chests with more gold in it. We haven't done any side quests. It was the practical choice. Yeah. Yeah, we, yeah. Yeah, only 600 gold from beating the Earth Temple. And after you've beat the Earth Temple, the next level of equipment is unlocked, which will cost even more. It will cost 400 gold for a level 4 item. You chose practicality over friendship? How dare you, Silver? How dare you, doubloons? Yeah, because the pricing that I have right now is it's going to be 100 gold per level, right? Maybe I need to change that and half it. Or I just increase the amount of gold that you receive from enemies. So maybe I double the gold. 10, 20, and then 40. I think the XP is at the right amount. Because by the time I got through to the boss, I was already level 3. So, yeah, maybe if we make that 40 gold. $300 XP, 300 gold. Oh, I didn't check. Let me look at that. What's the... How much... Oh, I'm like really close to leveling up. Yeah. Okay. I think I definitely need to increase this. Wait, so what does it say? What does it say? Changes the probability at which the use of a skill or item will succeed in applying a state. Yeah, so this reduces it to a 25% chance, right? makes it lower. So blind also. Oh, blind's not as bad. But silence is too OP. Silence disables a lot of what a lot of his attacks and what he does. So also I need to blind is too OP. Oh, it's 90%. Okay, we'll reduce that to 80%. Yeah. Okay, so I want to, let's make Sick Blade times 25. Silent Blade also times 25. That needs to be stronger. Dio Slash. So multi-slash. Multi-slash. Because of the lower AP cost, I think that's still okay. Dio Slash needs to be more powerful though. Should we make that times 15 as well? It's not that strong. These are neither strong. But I guess the difference between Dio Slash and Multi Slash is Dio Slash, yeah, only does this amount of damage to all enemies, whereas Multi Slash, if you're versing one enemy by themselves and use this, you will hit them 4 times for this amount of damage. So that's, you know, so it can be used to attack a number of enemies, but also used to focus a lot of damage on a single enemy. So I think that's I think they're different enough, you know, that even though they do similar damage, the output of the damage is quite different. Oh, also, I didn't script in the skill that that the rogue would give you. So I need to change that. I'm not going to do that now. It's too late. But yeah, I need to script it so that whoever you choose to get rid of gives their skill. So what skill should they give the Silent Blade to? I reckon they should give the Smoke Bomb move to the Knight. Because this, I feel like the Smoke Bomb has a lot of utility. Blind is very helpful. I mean, silence is a lot, but like he's already got Gut Punch, which gets rid of MP. Yeah. Anyway, things to consider. And Holy Smite feels good. Holy Smite feels good. I think the damage of that is pretty great. So it always feels good to see someone get struck by lightning. An enemy gets struck by lightning, I should say. All right. I think that's it. It's pretty good. We got the footage that we need for the video. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Lurkers that do be lurking, thank you so much for being here and not making your presence known. I greatly appreciate that. Your viewership means so much to me. Thank you, Silver Doubloons, Trailer, Coco, Supmulk, who said hi for a second and then had to go, I guess. Great stuff. Great stream. For those of you watching on YouTube, please remember to like the video if you enjoyed what you saw here. In the comments, I'll just rehash that question again. You know, who's your favorite boss? Who's that memorable boss that you've fought in an RPG before? And, you know, what was it about them that stuck with you? And please subscribe. If you subscribe, you can be notified of all future simple RPG devlogs, and also any other videos that I put out. Yeah, I think we can leave the boss for now. So I guess what we'll look at next time is I will implement the skill bestowal so that when you get rid of your party member, that they give the knight a vital skill of theirs to help you within the level range that they're in. And then we will get started on the water temple enemies, and also the the next level of items, the next level of weapons, the next level of armor, the next level of skills, for levels 4 to 6. Yeah, we'll start on all of that, and it's going to be a great time. I'm excited to come up with water enemies and water enemy skills, and think about what the water boss is going to be as well. So if any of that interests you, keep an eye out on YouTube. See the video there. Thanks so much, guys, for coming. Love you all. Have a good night. Have a great week. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.